Recently, a friend of mine, a coworker, who is a very good man, and I won't say his name, but he's also a pretty religious Christian, made a comment because he saw that in Canada, death with dignity laws, also called MAID laws, medical assistance in dying, were being adopted. People were using it. There was a large growth in the number of people who were seeking medical assistance. And he made a comment saying, "Oh, this is terrible. May God forgive us all." I want people to understand something. Two things. First off, there is no, gee, I'm using death to get out of depression. That's not how the systems work. And if there is a system like that, absolutely report it. But use evidence. Because there are no systems that allow someone to just say, I'm depressed, I want to die. Not with medical assistance. What there is are systems that are very carefully managed, that require multiple doctors to sign off and say, this person has an end-of-life situation that includes suffering and agony and no relief. And for those people, having a compassionate end that's what God wants. He doesn't want us to suffer. I can't believe in a God that wants us to suffer. My wife chose to end her life when it became clear that her life was going to end, and the only real choice was, would she die in the middle of the night choking on her own saliva, screaming for someone to wake up and making no noise? Or would she be surrounded by family and friends, music, love, and making the choice herself? That was her choice, her final decision. I 100% support it, but I'll be honest with you, it was so hard for me. I would have done anything for even one more minute with her. I spent 33 years with her and it wasn't enough. So when she made the decision to move forward, we needed to move quickly because we had dilly-dallied on that decision. And honestly, I think she delayed because she knew I couldn't stand to live without her. But she had a scare where she was choking, and it took 2 or 3 minutes before we got that suction wand into her throat and pulled out enough saliva to where she could inhale. And she knew that's how she would die. And it's not a death she wanted. And she knew death was coming. So she pushed me to go ahead and get the doctor's approval, to get the medicine, to set up the date. I had the help of my daughter to get people who loved her to let them know what the date was. The house was full. It was full of people who loved her. And we were singing songs to her and playing music that she loved. She had very little muscular control left, but she was able to bite the tube, accept the tube into her mouth, and then release it. And then that would feed the medicine into her stomach. And the medicine took her peacefully, quietly, surrounded by love. May you never know the pain of watching someone you adore have to make that choice. But may you never oppose the right of a person who's going to suffer and die to make the choice to die gracefully.